Just about set for football now here at Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC West. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
Your 2026 Seattle Seahawks.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL, and Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35.
That's another
A gain there of 11. First down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard
And that's a nice
line.
grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
There's a short one taken in by Barner. No chance to get away. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
34-yard line.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
And the Seahawks first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown. exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Rams nothing. Jason Myers.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But when he was constantly discredited for it was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
Pick up a 2 on the last run. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Parkinson in motion. Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll find his tight end. It's Colby Parkinson. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
1st and 10.
The Seahawks offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
Darnold on the keeper. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. That one on target to Cup. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's got the Alabama product, Robbie Oots. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And the Seahawks.
Seems like the fullback is kind of the last of a dying breed, but we see them used occasionally in the run game. But man, when you have a guy that you can target in the passing game, it just adds one more layer for a defense to have to worry about.
To throw again is Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate, but also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Jared Verse, he gets into drop in. It's a loss of 8.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. The throw on the run is complete. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
4th down.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Xavier Smith is deep for L.A. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone, and they'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Stafford. A throw on the move is caught. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 21.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. That's taken in left side by Smith. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. On the option, here's Williams. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. DeMarcus Lawrence there on the stop.
Gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Rams first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to have a Rams first down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of a football.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
He's got his man, Davante Adams. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll run. It's Williams. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
He'll keep this himself. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss of 2 on
this defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Rams.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and through. And the Rams will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to come back out for this next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Darnold. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll be set up now. up past the 40 with that one. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He takes off. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
A gain of 20 more yards. That's another Seahawks first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Darnold to throw. Shaheed with the catch. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes third and goal.
A gain of 7 yards.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he'll take it on in. Dennis Walker. Touchdown Seahawks. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Give him a second touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14. Rams 7. Jason Myers.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, here comes Corum. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. Well, sent in motion here. First down, Stafford. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
11 yards on the pass there. First down, L.A. Play fake. Now Stafford to throw. That's out wide to Williams. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Williams. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4. On the jet sweep, here comes Atwell.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences, they know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
Stafford now on 3rd down. He gets this complete, finding Adams. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's good.
That is a big play for L.A. 33 yards.
33 yards on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Kyron Williams, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. Short throw pulled in by Parkinson. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 14-7 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football. Here's a 3rd down and 4 as we are ready to get back underway. Working out of the gun, Stafford, and that is incomplete.
Right, so in these 3rd and short, 3rd and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league, Mike, kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have 4th down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging 4th down decision. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. play action. Here's Darnold. The ball comes out. The Rams have it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after.
Extra point.
His kick is good. And the Rams move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Seahawks 14.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left them nowhere to go. And no gain.
No gain on the play.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
Throwing on second down. Darnold. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. A gain there of 20. First down, Seattle.
20. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. The run up the middle. It's Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Darnold. Flush to his right, he'll run again.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
3rd down, they need 5. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Seahawks 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Darnold. He'll step up and run.
1st and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. 2nd and goal.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. They'll run with Walker. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Down this close, 3rd and goal. I think that's a really good decision. Give your coach the ability to make a decision on 4th down. Do you take the points, or do you keep your offense out there and go for 6?
On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This about as short as you can get. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks have tied it at 17.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to get back at it.
At their own 27-yard line.
The motion man is Nakua. Man in motion, heading left. Play action now for Stafford. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
They'll go with Williams. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Rams 1st down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Nakua snags it over the middle. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
More yards.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. DeMarcus Lawrence, there on the stop. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They put Adams in motion. Throw it on third down, Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Again, it's Stafford. A quick slant, and here's Adams. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
Back with the ball.
To the air again, Stafford. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on fourth down. What a stand. The Seahawks offense ready for this next possession.
Watch twist. Slam.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. Connects with Kupp on the slant. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
10 yards.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
On second down, Walker, and that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
Gain of 3 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Walker. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's Darnold. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 12.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath, but give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
In motion is Barner. Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. That one on target to Cup. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. That's to Parkinson, open right side. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Open man, that's Adams. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 7. Here's Stafford. This one taken in by Parkinson. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
It's Stafford throwing from the pistol. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain
The
of
drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
The motion man is Nakua. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have the Rams first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, L.A.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
On first down, right back to Williams. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 13 more on that carry. He is churning out the yards.
First down.
And another first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We're back to Seattle after this. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Second down and 10.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's out wide to Williams. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
3rd and long. Here's Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
Harrison Beavis on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams move out in front, 20-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard
And
line.
play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter.
35-yard line.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Leads to
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
2nd and 10. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Complete to Zach
Timeout
Charbonnet.
Seahawks. That is their second
gain of 5.
as the clock stops with
Brings up
46
3rd
seconds
and 5.
remaining in the first half. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
That's good.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
By Kobe Turner.
Now Seattle will use the final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And he will score! Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Seattle.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Now the point after try from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks have taken a 4-point advantage.
24. Rams 20. Jason Myers.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. Jordan Whittington from his own end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Man in motion is Smith. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. Very good kickoff, returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
The motion man is Nakua. Stafford from the gun on 3rd down. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
This one caught by Parkinson. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Rams first down.
It's a gain of 25
And if he's late
yards.
with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
17-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action now for Stafford. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. Tyler Higbee was the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
So you find yourself down here in the red zone. This is where it's critical for the quarterback, Mike, to understand he's only got 2 options. Put the ball in a spot where your guy can catch it or in a spot where nobody can catch it. And unfortunately for them, this time ends up being the latter.
Nakua snags it over the middle. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
A run on 1st and goal to the 5-yard line.
Williams, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal. Stafford. That's hauled in at the 2.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Man in motion is Smith. Williams. And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. 4th and goal.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. And this will pay off. It is caught. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, L.A.
And that could very well be the turning point of this game. Here we are in the second half, Mike. It would have been very easy for this coach to say, hey, take the points. Let's chip away at that lead. And he said, no, I got a lot of confidence in our play caller. We have the perfect call for this situation. And now after that touchdown, they take the lead, and this game has flipped.
Extra point attempt still to come. It's up and good. And the Rams go up by 3. It's 27-24. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. To start the drive, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. but they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. Hupp brings it in left side. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Out wide, it's a screen to Cup, and he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. Off play action. It's Stafford. That one's down the field, but it is incomplete.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
To throw on 2nd down, Stafford. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Throw it on 3rd down, Stafford. That one into the hands of Atwell. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
What is that? Wait for this. That'll be better.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Nick Emanwuri on the start. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
A gain of 6.
Here we go.
That's good for a Rams 1st down. 1st and 10.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, LA.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll go again here with Williams. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
They'll try to sneak it here, and they bring him down at the 23, but that will do just fine. Move the chains. 1st down picked up.
Rams, 1st down. 2 yards on the play, and a Rams 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Watch straight in, watch the keep.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Now, for the point after.
On for the extra point.
He gets it to go, and the Rams will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
34, Seahawks 24.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to run it. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Seattle.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Finding yourself down here multiple scores in the second half, The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up second down.
37-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 11 yards on the connection there. It's good for a Seahawks first down. Here's Darnold. The middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
To throw is Darnold. Good blocking, and he's in. Sam Darnold, touchdown Seahawks. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
Seahawks 31.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 61 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
This is one of those plays, Mike, where just everything aligns. It's the right play call, the right target, an accurate ball, and then a lot of room to run after the catch. So if they can continue to find these matchups and these holes in the secondary with this quarterback and this playmaker group, man, this is a tough offense to slow down.
And the Rams are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. To throw is Stafford. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Blake Coro out of the backfield.
Second and goal.
And it'll lead to a second and goal.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
To the air again. Stafford. To the goal line and in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Rams.
Los Angeles.
Point after try forthcoming.
For the extra point.
He's got it. And the Rams tack on one more to their lead.
Rams 41. Seahawks 31.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Shaheed now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down.
At their own
the Seahawks offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with first and 10. Darnold. Taking off.
That play had sack written all over it. So that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
From the 35, here's second down and 7. Now Darnold. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Seattle.
Seahawks, first down.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Darnold to throw on second down. Smith and Jigba there for the catch. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Darnold to the air once more. That is caught downfield by Cup. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Seahawks.
22 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
In motion is Barner. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now the point after try from Myers. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter. They've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. And he has been the focal point of this offense. When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar, and they have been so far. On 1st and 10, Stafford. There's that man again, another catch. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Stafford gonna give it to Cora. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Cora. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. One broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. Whoa! And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Jared Verse, he's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Sets up a 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. It's complete. He's got Cup. And he will take this one in. 81 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score. but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this fourth quarter lead.
Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Rams 44.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams offense starting to trot out for this next possession. On the ground, it's Corum to start the drive. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Corum. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
Brought down by Ernest Jones. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. Shaheed in motion. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Seattle.
For a Seahawks.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Off the bootleg, here's Darnold.
Darnold's pass complete to A.J. Barner. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. Darnold to throw. Open, left side is Barner. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They get 20 on the connection. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
First and 10 at the
Throwing with
39-yard
anticipation,
line.
it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
8 yards on the pickup.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
On second down, he'll fake the handoff and hold on to it. And he's down at the 3. What a run.
It's a gain.
It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Seahawks.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
This defense knows the importance of this drive. They have to keep this game at one possession. That's a great start there on first down.
4-yard line.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Rolling right, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Sam Darnold, touchdown Seattle. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up one, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the fourth quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
Now the point after try from Myers. The kick is good. And the Seahawks are going to open up the lead to 8.
52. Rams 44.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They'll start this on the ground with Quorum. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
At the 37-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
So, from the 37, here's second and 1. They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And the Rams.
A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Rams first down.
Los Angeles.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game that allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
On first down, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Cora. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
22, Blake Cora. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run it here with Cora. And they'll take it down to the 22, but they've got it. That's enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 2.
I really like this play call here, Mike, on 3rd down. Yes, it is the 4th quarter, but you've got plenty of time remaining. So keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford finds Nakua on the slant. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
That's good.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
3 brings up 2nd and goal.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Stafford. That one taken in. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, L.A. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
Big spot for the Rams as they'll try to add a 2-point conversion now.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he will not get in. They will come up empty on this try for 2. Unable to tie this football game up. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Darnold will take a shot downfield looking for Cup. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 32 yards.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
This one complete to Bobo. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
And 8 at the Rams' 39-yard line.
Second down and 8. Here's Darnold again. Into the hands of his tight end, Barner.
Complete to A.J. Barner. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. To throw again is Darnold. That's Bobo. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. Good blocking to the 15. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5.
Gain of 22 yards.
That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top.
Still 2nd down.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the Seahawks. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks, as we say, so long from Seattle.